This episode of Comedy Bang Bang is brought to you by Squarespace. With beautiful templates created by world-class designers, Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a new and unique website in just a few clicks of the mouse, my dear boy. Squarespace's analytics help you grow in real time, and if you have a question, their award-winning 24/7 customer support is there to help. Think it, dream it, make it with Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch, use the offer code BANGBANG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
I've never met a horse I couldn't break or an orgasm I couldn't fake. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Thank you to Gorilla Thrilla. Speaking of Grape Ape, we were talking about Grape Ape right before we pressed play on the theme song. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang for another week, and we're out of September, and we are tip deep in Octi Doggy. That's right.
And Doggy Octi.
Yeah,
and
Dr. Ock, of course.
Doc Ock and Octi Doc.
Otto Octavius. I hope you're listening out there. The superior Spider-Man.
Oh.
Also, Dr. Octagon.
Yes,
Yep,
of course.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
Black Elvis.
MF Doom.
Yep, Cool
Where
Keith.
are you?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Scott Aukerman here. I'm always the host, except for a few rando episodes earlier on. So if you're expecting someone else, you never will get another host
Jason,
until...
I thought you hosted the show.
What?
I never have hosted the show.
He
I
has
am just,
never hosted.
I am just in waiting.
Nor will he ever host the show.
Well, I mean, that presumes that I die before you. Or that you stop the show before you die, which we all know is impossible. Because you did make the audience a lifelong pledge.
Did I? When did that happen? Is
that
just having a podcast?
Yeah, on that PBS telethon.
The
pledged.
oral contract that you made to get the audience one new show a week that you host until your death.
Was that an oral contract?
Yes, it was a moral oral contract. It was a claymation contract.
Oh, no way. I wrote an episode of Moral Oral. Is that what it was?
Dino stamped it. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought
Dino
that-
stamped a
Wait,
topless.
Is this on Starburns?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just by the way,
yes.
Just to make you feel better, more at ease, I feel very strongly that Jason will die before you.
I totally, look at him. Look at him.
I am, to be fair, fresh from the dentist.
Yeah, we'll talk about this in a second. Let me introduce you guys because
No. Let's just keep rolling. We've
Now,
passed the
past
point.
the point of no return?
We've passed
We're
the point for introductions.
120 seconds in.
Let's just do the show.
That's
120 seconds in, ladies and gentlemen. Here is
Did you guys
Matt.
ever?
What was his name?
Did you ever watch my Funny or Die YouTube video called 120 Seconds? It was a parody of
120 minutes.
127 hours.
Oh,
Wait, it was a very... So why didn't you call it 127 seconds?
yeah.
127 seconds is what I should have stressed.
Just to answer your question, no, we did not watch it.
Yeah.
You did not watch my
We did
Funny or
not
Die
watch it
YouTube.
because
TL semicolon D.
Because here's the thing: if it can't even have the correct mockery title, then I'm not going to give it the time.
Well, isn't the 127 hours 127 hours long?
No, it's not a real time.
I thought that
it's not
was
a real
the-
time. It's not. Werner Herzog didn't make it.
Did you ever see my porn parody of Kroll Show called Kroll Show, a porn parody?
Yeah.
Your porn parodies are getting really good.
I can't believe you got Josh Fadem to play me.
I know. It's amazing, and I fucked him.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
let me just say who you guys are. First of all,
No,
his voice.
no introductions
Shut
are
the
necessary.
Fuck up. Shut up. You're not the host. Don't try to alpha me. You hear
Getting so mean in your old age.
you hear his voice a lot on his own podcast, and then he comes over and tries to horn in on mine. I don't know why. Jason Mantzoukas is here, a.k.a. Jeffrey Characterweedy.
Hooray! How are you, my friend?
Great to see you.
Thrilled to be here.
Is Jeffrey Characterweedy's the only character that you've ever played?
No, Mantzoukas is the only
I
character
think
that
you
he's
have
ever
the
played.
mythology wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, it's backward.
Yes.
You've transposed it.
Even though I think I imposed it.
Yeah, well, for sure. Yes.
We'll get back to you in a second, Jason, and talk about your specific
Let's do it.
situation. But I want to turn to my right and introduce him. He is on less frequently than Jason, but certainly not infrequently.
That's a fair summation.
He has been there since the beginning. Great friend. He has a new television show, I believe, animated in nature, that is on Netflix. All episodes currently streaming on Netflix. Just debuted a couple of days ago, called Big Mouth Hello on Netflix. Please welcome Nick Kroll. Hello, Nick.
Hi, Scott. Thanks for having me. I'm promoting Big Mouth.
Was that a Smiths reference?
A little Morrissey.
Big Mouth. I
didn't know what
Big
that
Mouth
was.
strikes again.
How dare you call your show Big Mouth and not know that
I think
Morrissey
I pitched
sings?
you that. I think I pitched you that as a theme song at one point.
I was like, what's the catchiest, most upbeat song you can think of
most
for this?
expensive rights.
Yeah. What vegan, asexual singer-songwriter could we throw into the mix?
He had sex. He finally had sex.
Did he
Not recently, but within the past 6 years.
Was that what he literally had never had sex before?
I think he had never...
I think it had been... Yeah.
He'd been celibate, and then there's a certain song on his album about how he finally boned.
I like how but until you said boned, you guys were both being incredibly respectful of Morrissey's virginity.
Oh, yeah.
Or celibacy.
Of course.
Yes.
They go hand in hand, don't they? Nick, welcome back to the show. Let's turn to Jason. Back to Jason here. You were just fresh back from the dentist.
Oh, guys, came from that chair to this chair, and things are numb.
Do you constantly keep track of what chairs you're in from place to place?
Always. And when I'm in a chair, I'm projecting what chair am I going to next.
Yep.
I'm living my life chair to chair, baby.
You have a one-person show.
Chair to chair? Oh, yeah.
It's sort of like Billy Crystal's...
700 Sundays. Yep.
Yeah,
it's
like
just the different
15,000 chairs.
And then I jump into an Aeron chair, and I'm like, I'm making deals, bro. And then I jump into a rocking chair, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm old.
It's strange that you're changing characters every chair, too.
That's what it is. Mm-hmm. It's a one-man show.
It's
a one-man show. Each chair is a different character, a different chapter of life, Scott.
At a certain point, 15,000 chair show.
Mm-hmm. At a certain point, you play Cher.
In a share chair.
Wait, you're waving Nick off?
No, I want you to sit in that.
Nick was about to say something, and Jason gave him the Heisman.
And
just like said, shut the fuck up for a second.
Yeah. And at one point in the show, I sit on Cher.
You know, you portray.
I sit on her.
You don't sit on her. Come on.
I make her to be my chair.
That's gross.
Sit on chair and rotate.
Yeah.
Man.
What did you have done to your pretty little mouth?
I had a
Jason?
crown put on, and then I had another tooth prepared for a crown.
It's weird that they call it a crown. You know, that goes on the head.
Does the second tooth have to get rid of a stutter or something?
Yes. My teeth.
Wait, you laugh at? Hold on. You laugh at what he says, and you don't laugh at what I say.
I laugh at what you say plenty of the time.
You did not give me a dismissive answer to the share chair.
Scott, I find you very funny.
Yeah. I know. We have a great relationship.
We are dear friends. Dear friends.
On mic, you're a bit much. Anyway, go ahead.
I had that feel, like the drilling, the smell of the drill eradicating your teeth is so hot.
Yeah. Fucking the smell of the smell of calcium burning.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And enamel wearing down.
Oh yeah.
What was going on with those teeth? One
of them I had wisdom teeth too long, and one of them got like a really nasty cavity in the back, and I couldn't get to it because I kept the wisdom teeth too long. So they got to put it. Yep.
Here's the great thing about Jason. He's a hypochondriac.
Sure.
And he is constantly worried that things are going to go poorly with his health. So he waits too long to have his wisdom teeth out, and then he finally does it and has a hilariously bad reaction to it, and was totally out of commission for so much longer.
Oh yeah, no, I was demolished for like a week.
Were you really? But yet, weirdly enough, you scheduled this right after the dentist, saying it'll be funny if
yes, because this is just I knew my face was only going to be numb.
Well, Jason's a modern day Bill Cosby in so many ways.
Oh, because I was like, I really want to bring that bit back.
Did you go to that dentist who squirts semen in the patient's mouths with the syringe?
Absolutely.
I hear he's back.
And I have great news. My gums are pregnant.
Finally.
I'm having
comedians talking about semen.
I'm having baby teeth.
There we go.
Speaking of,
there it
is a
is.
thing on Big Mouth. Oh, it's
Big
not even.
Mouth.
Yeah.
Can we pull it up?
Can we pull it up?
No, please don't pull it up. No, we don't have the rights. We don't have the rights to
We
hear
can't play it. Oh, can I ask an honest question?
Yeah.
Can we not play that, like a clip of Big Mouth, without paying for it?
We can if we're making commentary on it or satirizing it.
Well, then don't play it, I guess.
Because we're just
the
going to sit here
commentary would be
and
like, here's
listen
this great.
respectfully.
Yeah, well, here's this great.
Nope, can't do it.
Wow, I did not know that.
That is because we have that thing on
seems
the
foolish.
show. Like we do songs that are sound-alikes of songs. Like episode 2, Jessie Klein, who plays Jessie in the show, gets her period for the first time ever, and it's in the Statue of Liberty.
And then Sean Spicer comes out and goes, "She got her period."
That actually would be very funny.
Very funny. Love to use spicy.
Spicer.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Gotta
spicy
do more.
involved.
And
We have all sanctioned this.
We all welcome him back to Hollywood.
back to Hollywood, where he was such a mainstay.
Steve Bannon and Sean Spicer, welcome
Yes.
back, babies.
And
and
Manooch.
the Mooch.
Manooch, producer on The House.
Mnuchin.
Oh yeah. That's Mnuchin, you mean? I'm sorry.
Mnuchin, yeah.
Yes, first
I,
it was
when,
Mooch.
when I went to the premiere, I
Scaramucci.
booed when I saw his name. So
Yeah.
there
Did
go.
you really? Oh, that's
I did.
funny.
It's
go
weird
ahead.
because Mnuchin seems to put himself in great situations,
Now, he was like
like The House and other stuff.
Oh, boy.
I love The House. Go ahead. So episode what? Who did what?
Jessie sang. So Jessie gets her period, and at the end of the episode, we have a tampon that looks like Michael Stipe sing a song called "Everybody Bleeds."
Right.
And so it's. I don't know if the lawyers are going to come after us. It's like.
Are you asking us if it's funny or
No, it's very funny.
Oh,
Can we play it?
We can play that.
Well, let me tell you something. On Bang Bang we were able to use the Just My Imagination song because we were parodying it, and we were only using a certain amount of it. You can't use a long amount of it.
Yeah,
we
used the whole thing, but we changed. We had to change a bunch of things in it,
like the melody as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
So it's a
I
sound
don't
alike.
think you're going to have much trouble.
No,
you know?
but they were quite. I don't know if this is smart to talk about on the air, but they were
It's
like
not.
nervous. It's not. Don't do this.
Please, I beg of you to stop.
I can't stop. It started.
I don't know why. The lawyers for Netflix said, please don't let anybody know. We're wide open to lawsuits.
You're going to shut all of Netflix down.
It's so interesting. It's
Everyone's
like,
Netflix
it's
just
like,
turns
because
off.
We had the
suddenly.
same thing on Kroll Show. Was like if you are making fun of a song, you can use it.
Yes.
But if you're just using a song as inspiration,
Exactly, and you can only use so much of it.
which to me is
so
so
we could
weird.
play Big Mouth right now by the Smiths if
we could
we
if we
relentlessly
constantly make fun of it. And go, fuck you, Morrissey. What are you even thinking?
Even though we are
And
on
bully
record as
Morrissey.
saying we love this song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Tell us more about Big Mouth. It's animated, and apparently someone gets their period. That's all I know about it.
That's basically all you need to know. It's
Wait, why are you taking your pants down, Scott? What are you
Because
doing?
I want to
Why are you
crank
showing
it.
us a
You want to crank
Why-
down to this description
I
of
thought
an
he was-
animated show?
He was showing us a brown reddish spot in his
Oh, that's
underwear.
my butthole.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
What?
you got your butt period?
Oh, God.
Your
God.
period? Your anyway. So
Oh, you want to tag it one more time?
You're like trying to find a better one.
yeah, I couldn't. Period is what I was getting to.
Okay, good.
You're, but anyway, it's a show based on me and my best friend from childhood, Andrew Goldberg, going through puberty, and it's
You guys grew up together?
we grew up together. He ended up a writer for Family Guy,
And you went through puberty together.
and we went to
Did you like compare pubes?
Well, that was the thing is he hit puberty hard and fast and young. I was a very late. I was a late bloomer. I didn't have my first pube until about high school.
Really cranking it down there. It's still not hard though. It's just flopping around.
Oh, I am not turned on at all.
Do you notice that he's using one of those IKEA screwdrivers to crank down?
Yeah, and Purell as lube.
It's true. Yeah, there's weirdly there are animated sting
Like
lines
ouch
coming.
noises.
Ouch,
Yeah,
coming
ouch lines off of it.
But then that's the kind of fun we're having on Big Mouth.
So you guys grew up together. You
So And then he ended up a writer and producer on Family Guy, and we came together with our friends Mark Levin and Jennifer Flackett, who are writer directors. And
sounds like a great team.
It's a great team.
What a great team! You've got a great team behind you.
You've assembled
I
just
don't
an
think they're
all-star
behind
team.
me. It's almost like alongside.
Okay.
Sure, but we all know who's above the title.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Henry Winkler, who's not a part of the show, but we've just used his
Just
name.
decided to
We
go
just
above the
used his
title.
name. Yeah.
Henry Winkler is not.
In Big Mouth.
But I'll tell
Don't
you who
look for
is.
him.
I'll tell you who is in
Please,
Big Mouth.
please, love to hear
a Jenny Slate.
Jenny Slate, who was trying to make it here today and could not make it.
But has made it to various records to be on the show.
Sure, yeah. Well, she's paid to be on your show.
She's paid so many.
Wait, you're paying Jenny?
Also on the show, but not being paid is Jason Mantzoukas.
Oh, wow.
Who thinks he's doing a long form podcast.
Good.
I was told it was a podcast for.
It is. I mean, we're all sitting around recording.
Yeah, sure. Well, but you just said you're paying Jenny.
Yes. Yes, Jenny's getting paid. Also getting paid is Jesse Klein.
Wait, whoa.
Another very funny comedian, writer, performer.
Yes.
Do you mean they're giving you guys money?
I am paying
Them?
I mean, the people who me as one of the producers is paying them.
Okay.
Also being paid.
So finally, the Jews are getting shows in Hollywood.
You know,
is that what you're trying to say?
If you read some Twitter and YouTube comments, that wouldn't be far off.
Hey, that's my sense of humor.
Yeah, unironic. And
Nope, me too.
Also getting
How
paid.
was that Trump march you went to? Or were you at the Juggalo march this weekend? Which one?
I couldn't tell. I love them both. I just went back and forth.
Are you still doing you talking ICP to me? I talking ICP to you?
I'm just saying I see
you
UP.
talking. I see you.
I see UP at the gathering of the Juggalos.
Which is probably quite easy to see someone urinate at the Juggalos. Think how many weird dicks are exposed at Juggalo gatherings.
Yeah, really. When you
Do you
think
think
about
dudes paint their dicks to look like their faces? Like to have the same face?
that would be so.
Hey, Juggalos, will you let us know? Does anybody ever paint their dick?
Honestly, there are a few Comedy Bang Bang tattoos out there. I would love it if it was just on the side of someone's dick.
Yeah.
You know, just
We've
Comedy
seen
Bang Bang.
some Hang On
and it
Man
shortens
tattoos.
to CBB.
Really? I would like
Yeah.
I would like when it's flaccid it says CBB and when
Yeah.
it's fucking thick and
It just says
hard.
Comedy
Yeah.
Bang Bang is my favorite television show.
Yeah, and
Oh, you just want it to be the TV show? Nobody's
No.
ever going to get that tattoo.
I know.
what if it said Comedy Bang Bang?
Comedy
Oh,
Bang
I like
Bang.
it. What if I
Yeah.
changed the title of this show
Yeah.
to Comedy Bang Bang?
Or the TV show.
But you know there's somebody,
Retroactively.
You know there's somebody out there who got a comedy death ray tattoo and is furious.
Probably. That's fine.
it's just the laser gun.
Just
That's
the
what's on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But there is at least one Hainong Man tattoo that somebody put online.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah,
I
there's
feel like more
Again,
people need to do that.
I would
A
do
lot
a
of people-
small revision. I would, if it's going to be on your dick, I would do a Hey Dong Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Hey Nong Man, a porn parody.
Hey Dong Man, a Hey Nong Man porn
Porn
parody.
parody, yes. So who else is in the show? Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph is being paid to be on the show. John Mulaney is being paid to be on the show. Fred Armisen is being paid to be
Wait,
on
you're
the show.
paying Fred?
Yeah, we're paying Fred.
Fred needs more television shows.
He's on.
So
and-
great.
Yes, and Jordan Peele is the ghost of Duke Ellington. He's being paid to be on the show, and he's
Oh, I thought that was a real ghost.
no, that's Jordan Peele.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, but
yeah.
isn't he a ghost?
No, he's alive.
What?
Although the
Chelsea
box
Peretti
office
married a ghost.
Yes, no, that's the show
Wait,
that we
you-
pitched to
okay.
Channel 102.
Okay. The sequel to Channel 101.
Yes, the ripoff. I'd say it was more of an East Coast ripoff.
Just call it a sequel.
Yeah. All of these people are being paid to be on the show. Andrew Rannells is a guest
I
star.
love him.
Andrew Rannells is a guest star, but
Well,
also
those
being
people
paid
don't ever get paid.
to be on the show.
Really?
Yeah, they're
Richard
getting paid.
Kind being paid to be on the show.
Well, of
Richard
course.
Unkind.
Not in this case because we paid him nicely.
And so he was nice to
So
you.
he's been very kind.
Paula Pell, a longtime Saturday Night Live writer, incredibly funny writer, being paid to be on the show.
Eric Appel.
Eric Appel, not an actor at all, being paid handsomely.
Handsomely.
Really?
Handsomely.
To not be on the
To not be
show?
part of the show.
Paying him to not be on the show?
Yes, yeah. Just for him to continue directing
Whatever
various
else,
projects.
other things that he
Yeah,
does.
just
What
keep
the hell is going on?
Yeah, I'm getting, a 7-figure income.
You were very kind to keep it at 7 figures, and we're grateful to you.
Look, you've
Where were
been an
you-
old friend of the show. I just wanted to
Thank
make
you.
sure it didn't get to 10
And I'll
figures.
tell you, we were willing to pay you more figures because of how nice your figures
Thank you for looking down at my figure when you said that.
Yeah, drink that in.
Yeah.
J-Dog, you have something you want to ask?
No, I'm good.
You're good.
I'm great.
That's your hosting style.
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
So all the episodes, how many episodes do you make of this
10
thing?
episodes.
10 episodes. That's all you wanted to do? 10 and done, you said.
10 and done. That's it. 1 hour special every week.
It's 1 hour, really? No. And what are the kind of stories? Because if I were pressed to tell stories from my childhood, I would maybe do one episode about when I had to do gardening and pulling weeds instead of watching Live Aid, and that's about it. That's about all I got.
Sort of
Were you able
modern-
to throw a tape in the VCR and tape it?
No, in fact, I tried to turn it up real loud. So that I could take a bathroom break if Duran Duran were to play, and I could pass by.
What did you do?
Was it punishment?
Was it a punishment, or
It was a
just
Saturday, and it was like, well, you have to do this. And I tried to explain, no, this is a once in a generation, if not multi-generation event.
You had that much
Wow.
perspective as a child?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's how my dad got mad at me and wouldn't let me watch the series finale of Laverne and Shirley, and I never forgave him.
That is ridiculous. I
Yes.
can't imagine
his
that.
dad
Series
his dad
finale.
his dad is Gary Marshall.
He knew it was going to be not so good. Wait, was she? Did she have the bandages on her face at that point, or had
Something
she
like
returned?
that. Yeah, no, there was. I can't remember.
Because
Yeah.
before Jeffrey Characterides became Jason Mantzoukas, he was Jeremy Marshall Zukas.
Oh, really?
right.
You must be
I don't know.
Jeremy Marshall Zukas.
Yeah.
Jeremy Marshall Zukas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gary Marshall's son, Jeremy
I can
Jeremy
get on
Marshall
board.
Zukas.
Okay, sure.
So you change your name to Jeffrey Characterides for show business.
Yeah,
and then
I
you
didn't
decide.
I didn't want to trade on my dad's name.
Sure, and then you decide to portray the character Jason
Now,
Mantzoukas.
why he didn't shorten it to Gary Marzukas?
Who knows? Who knows?
That was another manifestation along the way.
So I'm so sorry about your uncle, by the way. He was a good friend of the show. I'm sorry that
No
he's
problem.
gone.
I understand. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay. Yes, Nick?
Yeah, no, but honestly, we miss him.
We do, honestly, the
We don't
movies
want
he
to. We
could
don't
have
want to
made.
wash over
Thank
this.
you. Thank you
You
both.
know.
Thank
Yeah,
you
but
both.
what would a movie he could have made that?
There's so many holidays,
Yeah.
and then why not mix in characters from your, you got Elizondo in every movie you make.
Hector.
Why not mix in, Frankie and Johnny, Al Pacino in a headband,
Sure.
as a fry cook,
If
Get
Gillian
involved.
Jacobs, for one.
Sure.
Have you seen what? Is she in a?
Gillian Jacobs and Gary Marshall have a long storied
They have
history on this show.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
they got
Yeah,
married on the show.
Sorry,
Yeah.
congratulations to
Yeah.
them, and I want to send my love to.
Oh,
Gillian,
yeah.
to
Oh,
Gillian.
yeah.
She's being paid handsomely to be on the show.
She's being paid handsomely to have done the
GJ?
thing to do the thing about Gary Marshall.
to basically be on Love on the same network.
It's on the same network. It's
So it's a lot like
Netflix
being on the same show.
family.
So she's getting a lot of money for that.
One hand scratches the other one.
Oh yeah, but we all have itchy hands.
Why does everybody have such itchy hands is what I'm wondering.
I think it's eczema.
it might be?
If I had to guess.
I'm allergic to eczema.
So back to the
sorry,
question:
the
what are
stories-
these stories?
so
Then? Because
it's-
I
it really
couldn't
is-
even think of anything from my
By
childhood.
the way, though, that's a very sad story about the Live Aid.
it is very sad.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I will say when it came out on DVD, I was very happy because
you
I
get
got
to
to
watch
I
it?
got to watch the whole
But
thing.
I bet you got to appreciate it more watching it later. Well, maybe not.
no, what if I had never lived to that
Do you
day?
think it was a culture thing, like you being a kid who was into rock music and your parents being like not into that kind of stuff, and it was a weird thing of them?
Yeah, I think that I started to like certain types of music that they weren't all that into, but it was on TV. No one's
Yeah.
gonna. But it was Queen.
Yeah,
I don't know,
Yeah,
you know.
But it was also like U2 and Genesis, and
yeah.
you know what I mean. Like it wasn't
exactly.
like
I got to see a few things. I actually wanted to set my alarm for 4:20 or so when it came on here in California for Adamant. I think was one of the first people. Actually, I believe Ultravox may have been first. But anyway, go ahead. So, what are these stories from your childhood?
So the show, it's like it's Andrew, my friend, hit puberty.
yes, he, from what I understand, he's a writer on Family Guy.
He was a writer on Family Guy. Yes,
Great team.
Great team, and he hit puberty very hard, very young. So he came in his pants dancing with a girl at a bar mitzvah.
Really?
And I didn't hit puberty till very late.
So
and
you came
I
in
had-
your pants later.
much later.
And dancing with a girl at a bar mitzvah, but it was like 2 months ago. And the girl was quite young.
Yes, no, to be fair, it was his wife wearing a little girl's outfit. And that is something that is a joke, because we can only make that joke about ourselves.
Of course.
Certainly.
Of course.
So, but it is true. No, I'm kidding. But so it's all stories that but in the second episode, a girl gets her period for the first time in the Statue of Liberty, which really happened to a friend of ours. Jason's character has sex with his pillow, played by Kristen Bell.
So once you run out of people getting their period for the first time and coming for the first time, where's the show go?
Like sleepovers, the harrowing physical, emotional
seems like
brutality.
It's a step backwards.
No, but it's like it. I know, and you're working against me selling my show.
I think,
and in fact,
I'm just saying, why not set up a whole first season where the main character says, "I think I'm gonna come in my pants." Oh, and then every episode ends with, "No, I didn't." and then we're like, "But second season, this character's gonna come in his pants."
And that's the log line for season 2. They're
This
coming
season
back.
two,
They're coming back for the
In their
first
pants.
time.
season 2's coming this fall.
Yeah.
for the first time.
Yeah,
I love it.
but it is like-
but you didn't do that.
No, we didn't. We tried to move stories forward as quickly and
So season 2, what? They're 18 and they're graduating and so. And
It's like Michael Epted's 7-Up series. It's 7 years. Every time it's 7 years
7
later.
years
and
later.
Andrew says, "Boy, I really want to write on Family Guy."
Yeah. That season. That would be season 4 when we're 28.
Oh, okay, great.
So that's that. But yes, that's where we'll be by season 4.
Okay,
is
great.
Andrew writing for Family Guy.
Will it ever surpass your age now? So it would be.
Yes, that's the idea. And I will decide. No, I don't want to be on Mad Men. I want to be on Cavemen.
Really, that was a binary choice for you.
Yes,
I had no idea.
Like Matt Weiner's choice for Don Draper.
Yeah, I was supposed to be Don Draper. And then I chose to be one of the cavemen on the TV show.
That's right, because you love sitting in a makeup chair.
I love 4 hours of prosthetics and a blanket distaste for work, for the work I do. So
Did you have to totally shave when you made Cavemen, like all the time?
No, but I know. Thank God I did not have to shave. I mean, they made me shave my butthole, and I don't know why.
Right, because
but that was what the producers
Well,
said.
that was when you had that butthole rat tail. So they might have just been grossed out by that because it was always full of
it was always like
dingleberries.
hanging
well, I
out
was
the
trying
back
to
of
grow it so I could have a butt bun.
Right. You would cut a
said
little
you wanted
hole
to-
in the back of your jeans so it could hang out.
You said you wanted to grow butt dreads.
Yeah. Well, it was like it would start. Yes.
Yes, of
technically.
course.
Yes.
Of course. Yes.
I agree.
Well, this sounds like a dynamite show. I mean, people already.
It's a Lady Dynamite show, another
right.
Netflix
Yes,
project.
she was paid very handsomely for Lady
Maria
Dynamite,
Bamford.
which is just like being on your show.
Marie Bamford paid well. Mitch Hurwitz, co-creator, or Pam Brady, all paid to by Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
But it really is like all different. It's just the beautiful nightmare of puberty and all these different.
So
points of view.
if you've gone through puberty, you can enjoy the show, and if you haven't gone through puberty, call Nick up.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing. I
Call me
guess
on the phone.
it might not resonate with you, Scott.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. No. I
That's tough.
have late onset puberty coming in my 50th year, I believe, is what doctors think.
Congratulations.
If I can make it there.
I think
that's
it's
so great.
That's actually really. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Your mood will change.
That's going to
You
be
think
a
so?
huge demarcating line in the Comedy Bang Bang catalog.
Oh yeah. Suddenly my voice will deepen.
when you,
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang.
people will be like, "Oh, Scott finally hit puberty."
Whatever. He's doing a quasi-racist voice.
Has indulged in a racist voice.
Nick, this sounds like a great show. It's currently available to stream, and people have been streaming it all weekend from what I've heard.
It's what caused that internet outage this weekend. It was so many people streaming it at the
so
same
many
time.
people.
Everyone came out as having the internet.
Yep.
And they also, from what I heard, they're doing a special mid-year year Emmys just to accommodate this show.
That
now.
was really sweet. I was actually really moved by that. I was really, honestly, all jokes aside, I was very touched by that.
And they actually put you in the in memoriam just to honor you.
I thought that was
separate
really
way.
lovely.
Why should only dead people be in there?
Exactly. And I love this year's in memoriam on the CBS broadcast of the Emmys. I love seeing people's pictures. I didn't want to see their full faces. I want to see them inside of a digital frame.
Of course, yeah,
on a
kind
weird,
of
with like
out of
white,
focus.
weird lit candle images.
To truly honor their work.
What I wanted was what looked like a Cinemax porn, but starring old people.
Yes, exactly.
A weird dolly soft focus. And I thought that was great. And another thing that I want to integrate into my day-to-day life is having a red carpet on stage that I think is a prop.
I think those photographers were paid
not real.
background artists.
They were
Yes,
not
over there,
real at all.
And people stopping up there after having
Like,
just
am I
gotten-
supposed to? Oh no, you guys are fake. Okay, I'll just move past you.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Well, congratulations, Nick. All your showbiz dreams are coming true. Finally, it's great. Nothing has ever been in your way. I would assume your father, Jules Kroll, has bankrolled your entire career.
Yes, it's absolutely true. If you're out there, my very rich, very powerful father, who's on the internet worth so much more money than he's actually worth,
has paid all stations to make sure that
paid
you...
everyone along the way for me to be incredibly funny.
It's great. It's great.
And his name is Jules Kroll?
It should be.
It practically should be.
They changed it to jewels, like rubies and gold.
I see.
You know how like Jewish people swim through money like Scrooge McDuck, but then covet it and hold it near their huge honker of a nose on top of a globe that they have strapped to them.
We know what Run the Jewels stands for.
Yeah,
right.
It's all about trying to get my dad to exercise.
Look, we need to take...
Killer Mike and LP have released multiple records just trying to get your dad to the
just about
gym.
Jewels. We need to take a break.
Just to
weird reset. Yeah.
My father used
you have
to-
a weird anecdote.
Yeah.
Okay.
my father-
So if you're in the mood for this break, it's going to be about 2 minutes away.
Yes.
Okay, go.
My father, who's a wonderful man, who for some reason we always said was very fat, even though he's not, used to listen to a voice recording of like a doctor, like a food doctor, who you'd listen to on the way to work, and the guy would be like, "Jules, you control so many aspects of your life, but you don't control your eating." Jules.
Wait, this is a real thing.
This is a real thing, and that's the end of the anecdote. Enjoy the break.
Okay, so would it affect his behavior at all? I have so many follow-ups.
No, my dad loves chicken parm.
Chicken parm.
So do I.
Just like a real jewel.
Yeah, have you ever had a chicken parm?
Never in my life.
You gotta
I
try one.
wouldn't know what it is. I mean, I've seen it obviously, but
you've never
I
had
don't
the-
know what
You know what a chicken is.
I don't know what what is the flavor profile.
Wait, you've heard of bok bok bok? Chicken.
Okay,
Right.
I don't speak it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's.
You don't
I mean,
speak chicken?
Wait,
I
what is-
say this just in case you
I've heard
speak
of-
it.
I've heard of chicken, but I've never heard it described as bok bok.
Well,
bok.
I want to make the sound that it makes.
You've heard
make
of
sure.
bok bok bok.
Yeah, wait, you've heard of cows? Moo moo moo.
Yep.
Sure. Well, we eat them sometimes.
Sure.
That's a lot like chickens.
Got it.
Right. So put a little.
To answer your question, Nick, I have not had a chicken parm.
Bok, bok, bok.
Wait, you speak it?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What'd you just say?
Well, he did semester abroad on a farm, right?
Yeah, I did.
So you learned to speak chicken.
I learned to speak chicken. I got credit for learning to speak chicken. I can get by in a barn.
Right.
But like, I'm not fluent.
in a coop.
Right. You can get like
in a
directions,
coop.
and you know where to use the bathroom.
Yeah. And people are like, your chicken accent's very good. And I'll be like, bok, bok, bok.
Okay, now we're going to take that break. Let's take that break. When we come back, we'll have more Nick Kroll telling us everything about Big Mouth, more Jason Mantzoukas just kind of sitting around and interrupting, and we'll be right back.
Interrupting? I'm part of the show.
You just interrupted.
I'm part of the show.
I thought this podcast was called the
podcast. Oh, very classy of you.
Podcast.
I thought this podcast.
What about this podcast?
Yeah, I thought this was the Mantzoukas interruption.
We'll be right back with more Mantzoukas interruption after this. Hey everyone, guess who's back? That's right, Squarespace. Not Circle Space. That's something different. Squarespace, one of the best sponsors. Sponsor Hall of Fame. Mount Sponsmore has probably Squarespace up there, Lisa Mattress, Stamps.com, definitely. Some others nipping at their heels. Squarespace, you're up there, baby. You made it on Mount Sponsmore. Are you ready to start your own business? Look, it's the best feeling in the world when you can boss people around. I do it to Sam over here every day. Hey, get this, do this. He has to do it. Otherwise, he don't get that FICA taken out of his check, baby. Are you ready? You ready to do it? You ready to take the leap? Make it stand out with Squarespace. Squarespace has beautiful templates created by world-class designers. Wow. And not fashion designers, website designers. They really have thought of everything. Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a new and unique website. You can showcase your work. You can put up a blog, publish content. You can even sell products. They have a store capability, services of all kinds in just, well, a few clicks of a mouse, my dear boy. Not just the click of a... anyway. Customize everything from look and feel to settings and products. Use Squarespace's analytics. This is very important. You can grow in real time, checking out your progress, your snodgrass with their analytics. That is very important. That's good to do. Not to mention everything is optimized for mobile, right out the box. And with over 200 extensions to choose from, Squarespace offers a new way to buy domains. Best of all, this is the best year. There's nothing to upgrade, nothing to install, nothing to patch. They do all of that for you. Nothing of the sort ever. If you do have a question, though, if you're like, what is a website? They'll even answer that, I bet. I bet if you have Squarespace right now, they're going to hate this. Write to them and ask them what a website is. See what they say. They have award-winning 24/7 customer support. They're there to help. Just ask them what a website is. They'll love it. Forward me their responses. You have to already have Squarespace, though, okay? Don't just bother them. But ask them what a website is. I'm interested myself. A dream is just a great idea that doesn't have a website yet, as the philosophers have said. Make it a reality with Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, that's almost the opposite of Sarah Jessica Parker. She had a failure to do that. Use the offer code BANGBANG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com. Enter offer code BANGBANG. Jeez, what is wrong with me today? Please enter the offer code BANGBANG. Don't type in BANGBANG. Ask them what a website is. Squarespace, they love it. Comedy Bang Bang, we're here. We have Jason Mantzoukas over here.
Hooray!
A.K.A. Jeffrey Character Wheaties, a.k.a.
Jeremy Mantzoukas, I believe.
Jeremy Marshall Zukas.
Yeah. Can we just can we edit that now?
Marzoukas?
Yeah,
just
to Gary Marzoukas.
Gary
Marzoukas? You want to change the first name to Gary?
Gary Marzoukas. Okay.
Gary Marzoukas?
I mean, what do you think?
I mean,
you know, it's your.
We also have Nick Kroll over here. Big Mouth is the show on Netflix, 10 episodes. And you play characters on this, or one character?
No, I'm Nick. I'm the hormone monster. I'm Coach Steve. And then I'm, of course, the impressions everyone have been waiting for, like Joe Walsh.
Oh, from the Eagles.
Yeah, man, he wants to be your friend, man.
The world has been clamoring for more Joe Walsh impressions.
Of course.
Sylvester Stallone.
Okay, well, yes. He's been on the show before.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
That's pretty good. He's been on the show before, so I've been around him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
I want to see him, Scott.
Oh.
Scott.
Someone just walked in.
me,
Excuse me, we're taping a show.
The prodigal ex-stepfather has returned.
What?
Scott, it's me.
Bob Duca?
Oh my
Hi.
God, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
I was attacked by a back on the way here.
Bob, I'm stunned.
How are you, me boy?
I haven't seen you
It's been a long time.
in years.
And I apologize for that.
Bob, I'm sorry, everyone out there. This is my ex-stepfather. He was married to my mother for 6 months, Gloria.
Basically, deep father figures. I'm here to fill that father-sized hole in your heart.
Well, you haven't been filling it recently. I haven't seen you in
and I can
so
explain.
long.
I can explain. I've been out of commission for quite a while, It turns out I'm suffering from an ursine dementia and combination grizzly depression where I hibernate for many years at a time.
Wow.
An ursine? What's an ursine?
It's a bear.
Yeah.
So it's a combination between an ursine and a grizzly.
Ursine dementia.
Yes.
Grizzly depression.
Grizzly depression. Oh my gosh. So
So you suffer from UDGD.
Correct.
That sounds unbearable.
I heard a whole thing on NPR about Ugg Duggy, and it is brutal.
I mean, we were in Uggy Duggy for a while. Now we're tip deep in
we're
Uggy Duggy.
Yeah, and Daddy Duggy.
It sounds unbearable.
Did it? Oh, Nick. Did it come upon you very suddenly? You didn't leave a note? You didn't let anyone know where you were going?
It did come on me suddenly. Quite suddenly, and before I knew.
Did it come on you forcefully?
It did, and it made me think it was my fault.
So you just disappeared one day.
I did.
We had plans.
We did have plans. We were going to play catch, but I was scared.
Right.
Why?
Of him throwing something at me.
Well, then why make a plan to play catch? Do
Because
something
that's
else.
what fathers do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never had a father to play catch with me, and I did, but and we did.
So,
well, that's confusing.
if you had to have a catch, what ball would be the least frightening to you?
Probably a tape ball, like a piece of tape wadded up.
Oh, what about a
that way
Nerf ball? What about a Nerf, like those soft Nerf balls?
That'll just go right into me and mold into me.
You have very, very soft skin and
Very
organs.
porous skin.
Yes, I've been diagnosed with kitchen sponge skin.
Kitchen sponge skin?
Kitchen sponge skin. It stinks after about a day.
But you can run it through the microwave. Or you can run it through a microwave.
You can run it through a microwave.
To kill the bacteria.
Mm-hmm. But somehow that bacteria keeps coming back.
That's why they call it bacteria.
I don't understand.
That also explains how, because your back, I can see a little bit of your back, is very coarse.
Yeah, it's like a Brillo. It's like a Brillo.
It's like a,
like if you were to clean a
scrubby.
Brillo.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like
Classic
a
case of Brillo back.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
You got a Brillo back.
Yeah. I was a pot washer in college and had no idea.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. So you were gone.
I was gone
for
quite a while, and I figured so ursine dementia and grizzly depression are just symptoms of a larger issue that I was having. Turns out I was suffering from male menopause.
Oh. What exactly is, I've heard of female menopause, very just,
menopause, it's a similar thing.
I've heard anecdotal.
Isn't that what you said your favorite porn category is?
I mean, maybe.
Young man, I hope you're not watching pornography.
Look, Bob, I'm not a young man.
After this is over,
correct you.
I am going to make you watch all the pornography until you've got it out of your system.
Okay, fine. Let's make a date to do that. That would be.
Let's just do that right now.
Yeah. No, Bob, I want to hear about male menopause.
Male menopause.
Exactly, what is this?
I looked up the symptoms, and I have every one of these.
Oh, no.
The following
What are the symptoms?
are just some of the symptoms of male menopause.
Male menopause.
Weight gain, incontinence, bloating, depression, disturbing memory lapses, disturbing prolapses, breast pain, titty ache, nipple throb, strep pecs, areola ebola, irritability, hot flashes, warm flushes, cold squishes, night sweats, day sweats, mid-morning armpit pisses, afternoon wipes, irregular periods, loss of libido, urethral dryness, deep vein thrombosis, main vein thrombosis, painful tromboners, ska band horn section infection, changes in body odor, tingling extremities, including, or also known as Sprite fingers, soda stream feet, and bubble dick. I have each and every one of those systems.
All of those.
So it can only be male menopause.
One thing I should tell the listeners who haven't, you haven't been here in so long. We have so many new listeners. My ex-stepfather, Bob, a bit of a hypochondriac. We talked about Jason being one.
Sure.
But you
self-diagnosed hypochondriac.
Although you tend to get the things that you diagnose.
It's hypochondria with a coexisting illness of manifestation disease.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like instead of the secret, it's like the secret.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
Sure.
Not funny, but it makes sense.
Oh,
Very funny.
it makes very much sense.
So that's a lot that you're dealing with.
It's a lot that I'm dealing with. And
Bubble dick especially has got to be very...
Main vein thrombosis.
Yes, these are all. Believe me,
Does
it makes
it
it
make it
hard
hard
to go
to
to the
drain it?
YMCA.
Oh,
to
does it
drain my main vein
Yeah.
thrombosis.
Does that
Absolutely.
is it hard?
Well, you have to go. Each county has a different registered main vein thrombosis drainage center.
Okay.
Right.
You have to register there.
Now, do they have those centers all over in all 50 states?
Most of them are at KOA campgrounds.
Okay. So,
So
would
if
they
you
have
see me lying crotch down at a KOA campground next to where the RVs dump their sewage, it's a medical procedure.
Okay.
you are
don't
draining the
disturb
main
me.
vein thrombosis.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Wow.
If your thrombosis center is rocking, it means you're
I'm
Knocking,
splashing.
rocking?
Yeah.
Knocking, rocking?
rocking.
Well,
Knocking,
Bob, this is, I guess
I'm
I
getting
sh-
through it.
I guess I should
I know-
forgive you for
Please do.
being gone and standing me up that day. You're obviously dealing with a lot. So
I am dealing with a lot, but I am trying to deal with it the best way I can. And I was recently put on a new series of antidepressant medications.
Oh, well, good. How's it working for you? I mean,
I'm glad you asked.
What are you taking?
It's so ironic that you asked that because I happen to have a list,
Of the cocktail of drugs that you're currently
the
taking?
cocktail of drugs that I'm currently taking.
oh, okay. So you're going to read what drugs you're taking
Yes, if I may.
in list form? Mm-hmm. So this is a list then of the drugs you're taking.
I don't know if it's so much a list as it is a column of one words at a time.
Okay.
Well, hey, I'll take them as I can get them.
And are these
The
just...
following
Okay.
are medical pills that are helping me through my male menopause and deep, deep depression. Prozac, Zoloft, Effexor, It Works All, Buspar, Gary Buspar, Abilify, Aptazutazetapan, Lexapro, Lexa Amateur, Wellbutrin, Elavil, Alcoholazole, Marijuanzanor, Master Beta Carotene, Netflix Benjamals, Luvux, Hugsall, Cuddle Right, Warm Fuzzoline, Selectia, Conflictan, Inner Warzaline, St. John's Wort, St. Vincent Zit, St. Bernardicals, Martin Scarelli Jelly Beans, and Robert Downey Jr. Mints.
Oh,
And they're helping. They're helping.
It's
You have to
helping,
find the right combination, the right dosage.
yeah, all of that. Wow, and even just the inaccurate dosage on one of those.
I will jump off the nearest bridge.
Is the
What is the nearest bridge?
It's near a kiddie pool, so fortunately it works out.
Oh, okay.
are the Martin Shkreli jelly beans expensive or are they?
They're very, very expensive. Yeah, the price shot up recently. I don't know why.
Right. Well, this is. I mean, I'm glad it's helping, Bob, because I worry about you. My mother doesn't really.
Does she ask? Oh.
No, she doesn't ask about you anymore. I mean, we presumed you were dead. Quite honestly,
That's a safe bet.
it really is. Like
That's a
90% of the
safe bet.
time, any day.
For those years
it's a
that I
safe
was
bet.
hibernating like a bear, people thought I was dead.
How long, is this like a Rip Van Winkle scenario? Have you been asleep for years?
Are you a time traveler, or did you age appropriately?
Well, I'm a time traveler in the sense that I get really depressed, I go to sleep, and then it's 4 years later.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So in that sense, yes.
Yes.
Right.
Did you eat a bunch to prepare for your hibernation?
Yes. Yes.
What do you? Yeah. What does one eat when one knows?
It's funny you should ask.
Just stumbled on that one.
Prior to my most recent hibernation, I was trying a different diet to deal with some of my anxieties. Scott, as you know, I've suffered with from body image issues and dietary.
Describe your body for those. I mean, a lot of people are newcomers to you, Bob. What exactly does your
Visually
body?
speaking.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if anybody has been near an industrial mayonnaise factory. And they have the sacks of rejected mayonnaise baking out in the sun in the back alley.
Oh
But
yeah, I've seen.
basically, you put a hat on that, you got yourself Bob Duca.
A rejected mayonnaise sack?
A rancid mayonnaise nightmare.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is how you would describe your body. Got it.
Did you say ejectly?
I did not, but that's a good one. Mm-hmm. But anyway, my spiritual nutritionist put me on a diet. The philosophy of Sri Bhavana Bogdanovich employs, it's derived from the idea that you are what you eat. Now, if you consume unhealthy foods, you will be an unhealthy person. You consume processed foods filled with preservatives, you will be shallow and live a long time. If your diet is high in sugar, you will be superficially dynamic but lack substance. And if you eat cat food, you will hate mice and think you're better than human beings. This is an easy concept to understand.
Yes.
What Sri Bhavana Banana has done is develop a dietary system that emphasizes not just how we feel physically, but how we feel emotionally. So she put me on a diet to make me feel special, unique. It's the endangered species diet. And
the endangered species diet, where you're only eating endangered species?
Correct. Only as a way to feel special, because you are what you eat.
I see. Okay,
but
I see.
That would also make you endangered.
That I hadn't done that part of the math.
But you are what you eat. If you're eating endangered species, mustn't you then be yourself endangered?
Well, that's not what we focus on. What we focus on is what's special.
Are you being hunted right now, Bob? Do you think?
I will say that bok was human sized.
Yeah. Okay.
And had a crossbow.
Did you see Foghorn Leghorn outside?
There are poachers outside right now. And they all do look like southern roosters.
This is a problem. This is going to be a problem.
Okay, well, let's not get sidetracked too much.
Yeah, what are some of the endangered species that you're eating?
Okay, may I read them to you in list form?
Are you going to read all of these simultaneously, these words, or one after the other?
How are they presented?
Do them all simultaneously. That would be
How
tough.
are they presented?
How are they presented?
Yeah, on the page.
Is it alphabetical, or is it in terms of what you eat most to least, least to most?
Or is it
It's in the order that I eat these every morning.
Got it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So this is only what you eat in the morning, or from morning until...
This is just the morning.
Got it.
Okay, let's hear this list.
The following is a column of words that put together make up my endangered species diet. Bobcat eggs, tiger bacon, bush viper pancakes, a daily bowl of seahorses, star-nosed mole on gluten-free crackers, peacock sausage, white dolphin skewers, ginger fingers, bald eagle sliders, Great Barrier Reef beef, black Irish cold cuts, panda shank, silverback mountain gorilla vanilla, 3-bean orangutan, chimp biscuits, limp biscuits, Fred Durst.
Really?
He's endangered?
Wow.
You haven't heard much from him, really.
How much longer does
I
he
think
have?
there's only one left on Earth.
Yep.
He's
Bluefin tuna.
known as Earth's Durst.
I have to start over now.
Okay, no, please. Jason will be quiet.
Bluefin tuna, big eye tuna, albacore tuna, 9/11 joke too soon tuna, hippopotamus, narwhal nuts, Cobb salad with southern rockhopper penguin replacing the chicken, capybara's fat replacing the bacon, and 3-toed sloth replacing the lettuce. Arctic fox quesadilla, Portuguese water dog, giraffe browns, helper monkey stew, quadruplets, left-handed people, people with that David Bowie different colored eye thing, Christian rock songs that actually rock, gay racists, fat vegans, and tan goths.
Wow.
Holy cow.
And let me point out, this is selective cannibalism. I do not, it's non-lethal cannibalism.
But you are eating human flesh, Bob.
Pieces of human flesh, yes.
Wow.
Just like the royal family is reported to do if you follow some
But
conspiracy
if
theories.
this is...
And you do. That's a lot to eat.
Only
in
the
morning.
true ones.
Yeah, that's how much are these all portions? Are these like cubed out? Like how much of these things?
Are these on like toothpicks on a platter? Or what's this deal?
Actually, it's just like it's like toothpicks at a cocktail party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a platter. Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
how they used to present like a Swedish meatball?
It's not on a platter. It's on a flat silver disc.
That's what we call a platter, actually.
No, this is-
It's a reflective silver.
Sure.
Like a tray.
Well, sort of, but it's round.
A platter, I think.
Trays
have you
are
never?
rectangles.
Have you? Oh, okay. Have you never
You have
seen a
Trey
platter
Parker?
before?
Trey Parker as well?
In a way, human beings are rectangles.
What I do is every morning I have a bunch of old mops with wigs on that I pretend are people at a cocktail party.
Of course.
Then we have these platters, as you call them.
Okay, see, I think they are platters now.
No, they're trays. What did I say? And then I consume this at my breakfast.
Do you cook all of these things, or are these meant to be eaten raw?
They're meant to be cooked.
Oh,
but you
do
eat
not.
them raw.
That's right. I'm out of Bunsen burner. The
Sterno?
Sterno.
Yeah.
I'm out of
Bunsen
Sterno.
burner Sterno?
Bunsen burner Sterno starred in one of my favorite sitcoms.
Which one? I'm not remembering.
Head of the class.
Balky. He played Balky.
Oh, yes.
Bunsen Burno.
Perfect sternos.
Perfect Sternos, exactly.
That was the original name for Party Down.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Perfect sternos?
Yeah.
That was produced by Jonathan Sterno, I think.
Well, this, Bob, I'm glad you're back on a great diet and
Thank you.
medication.
You do not look healthy.
You look
Like sallow.
Feel my cheek. It's my heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Your heart's all the way up in your cheek now.
Yeah.
You look unwell. I don't want to listen. It's been a while since I've seen you, Bob. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I don't think this diet is working.
Yeah.
You seem very unhealthy.
No. These are just the toxins leaving my body.
Yeah, I actually think Bob looks grape.
Thank you.
In that he looks like the color of a green grape.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
You look jaundiced.
Thank you.
Sallow and jaundiced.
That's what, see, humans.
And your
coloring has kind of taken on the qualities of camouflage.
And
it's
your
all like
kitchen's-
green and gray.
Your
I
sponge
hide-
skin is dry.
I hide from the poachers. I hide in hayfields quite a bit.
Okay.
So the jaundice helps, and the dry.
The dryness seems to make you be curling inward a little bit.
Yeah.
They
You
call
have
me-
like opposite of scoliosis.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Frontiosis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows scoli is Latin
back.
for back.
Yeah.
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 And
yet-
fronty
and you're-
is Latin for the front.
These are very simple things to understand, of course.
But I will say your skull is looking bigger.
Yes.
Thank you.
I mean, it's
most of my skull
poking-
is fontanelle.
Because you do have scoliosis, right?
Yeah.
Which gives you a head the size of skull.
And you also have
What are the
scoliosis
X-Files?
because you've been watching the X-Files a lot. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you. I have scoliosis because I can't fly a plane.
Oh,
Right,
that's
yeah.
Sully.
That's Sully,
Sullenberger.
And some might say he flew it very well and saved hundreds of lives.
Yeah, it's almost...
Sure.
And got a big head as a result.
Yeah. You know who wouldn't say
Scoliosis,
that? You know
that
who
is-
wouldn't say that?
Who?
Birds.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's been on the show many times and does not like birds. Your skull is poking out of your skin at places. It's almost as if you have horns.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Have you made any deals lately?
Deals? What a strange thing to ask, Jason. Have you made any deals?
That's funny you should ask. It's always been my dream to play blues guitar.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
And recently, while
You were in the Mississippi Delta?
I was near New Orleans.
At the crossroads?
It did happen. No, it wasn't a crossroads. It's just a place where four roads come together.
That's
crossroads.
No.
Bob, I have terrible news. That is a crossroads.
No.
As long as you didn't meet anybody at the crossroads,
Like some
we're
kind of
fine.
stranger.
We're
Oh, I
fine.
did. I did.
You did? Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Did that person offer you any kind of deal?
Well, he was a very friendly person, and I told him that my life hadn't worked out the way I wanted, that I'd always dreamed of playing blues guitar in the Mississippi Delta. And he said, how much he wanted. I said, so bad.
Uh-huh.
And he did promise that in exchange for my soul, I could have this wish.
And
So
do you understand what that means to trade your soul?
What it means is that I have a friend
Oh, Bob, this is
yeah.
named Bill.
okay.
Beelzebub.
Yeah. Beelzebub?
Beelzebub was his name.
Yeah.
I think he must work at a Build-A-Bear workshop or something like that. I'm not exactly sure.
Why do you think that?
Because the name sounds similar.
Oh, you think
So Bill
now
sounds
that was
very
like
close to build?
and you think as a result that must be where he works because people
It's just
only
standard
work.
deduction.
People only
I
work.
just applied Oscar's razor to it.
Okay.
Oh no, I think
okay.
you mean it doesn't matter.
So are you able to play guitar now?
Well, I don't have a guitar here, but I have been working on the singing.
Yeah, let me see the fingering in this.
Splish, splash in the deep old bath.
Oh, no.
Splish, splash in the big old bath around about midnight.
We need to take a break.
Around about midnight.
We need to take a break. When we come back,
the water's too hot.
Hopefully
it's
Bob will still
my
be here.
Thin skin.
We'll be right back with more
My
Nick
yellow,
Kroll,
yellow
more Jason Mantzoukas,
thin skin.
more Bob Duca after this. Come on back.
Oh, sing it.
Big mouth. La la la.
Hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's you. You are a boss, right? And when you're a boss, you need to hire great employees. Look at my left. I got one right here. Good old engineer Sam. One of our best. One of the best. World-class employee Sam. He's been with us for a couple of months. And as far as I can remember, and he's been amazing. But how did we find him? I don't even know. I would imagine we wandered around the streets just asking random people, just asking randos, hey, do you want to come work for a company? And he's the one who said yes. But a lot of people don't have that kind of time. You know, a lot of people want to post something online and not think about it and then get candidates later. Well, where do you do that? Where can you do that? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Well, let me tell you about something, a thing. It's more of a website called ZipRecruiter. That's right, ZipRecruiter. They're back. They are sponsoring today's episode. With ZipRecruiter, what you can do, this is really cool. You can post your job to ZipRecruiter, and it posts it to 100 plus job sites with just, and there's no other way to say this, but a click of the mouse, my dear boy. And then their powerful technology, and this is powerful technology, it efficiently matches the right people to your job. So it's out there, it's got a bunch of people. It matches not just anyone like, oh, this is a human being. No, it matches the right people to your job better than anyone else can do it. Because unlike other job sites, ZipRecruiter, it doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It goes and it finds them. So it's like you're the general of an army and ZipRecruiter is at your command, and you have an army of people out there looking for the right people to find you exactly the person you need. In fact, 80% of employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within 1 day. You have 24 hours, right? You can wait 24 hours. I mean, it took us, I would imagine, 8 years to find Sam. And he finally walked through that door. Oh, it was love at first sight. We love him. You could find your Sam. Find your Sam with ZipRecruiter. That should be their new slogan, by the way. Find your Sam. Wouldn't that be weird if they were like, you know what? Yeah, it's good. Let's make it our slogan. Find your Sam. And then everyone knew who we were talking about? What a world that would be. No juggling emails or calls to your office. You simply screen, rate, and manage. That's a screen, rate, manage, and SRM situation. You screen, rate, and manage candidates all in one place with ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use dashboard. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by businesses of all sizes to find the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now, my listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free. What are they doing? How are they making any money? Well, that's right. It's free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/CBB, ZipRecruiter.com/CBB. One more time. To try it for free. This is like a ripoff for them. I think they're going to be out of business next week, but go ahead. Try it for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/CBB. Find your Sam. We've all heard the expression PO, right? Hey, I'm PO'd today. It's not nice. I actually used to think that the Police were singing it in Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. The first time I ever heard that song, I think I was 10, and I thought they were singing PO'd, PO'd, and I was like, why are they talking about this? Well, look, PO, it's not pleasant. It also stands for another thing that's not pleasant, the post office. Gah! I actually think that the people who came up with the expression of I'm PO'd originally were thinking of the post office. When you really think about it, it makes sense. Going to the post office, it's the worst thing you can ever do in your life. Of course, death and taxes are the two things of which are certain in life. And going to the post office is worse than either of them. I'm Cockney now, either of them. Hey, bruv, it's worse than either of them. Thankfully, you can avoid the hassle of the post office. And instead, you can mail everything from postcards to envelopes. And that really is what the majority of what people mail. When you think about people mailing things, it's either a postcard or an envelope. 90% of the time. Packages? Okay, sure. Let's include it. Postcards, envelopes, packages. Also, domestic or international. These things can go anywhere. You can do all of this with Stamps.com. Get out of the post office. Stamps.com is what we're talking about. Stamps.com lets you buy and print. What if it just let you buy it and then you couldn't print it? That would be a bad business model. Stamps.com, they've taken care of all of it. You can buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, any postcard, sure, any class of mail using your own computer and printer. Simply click, print, mail, you're done. CPM YD. And unlike the post office, Stamps.com never closes. You ever get to that post office and you're tapping on the glass, waving through the window, and they're like, no, we're closed. You're like, I'm singing Dear Evan Hansen here. Have a little respect for the arts. Anyway, they are going to send you a digital scale that automatically calculates exact postage, help you decide the best class of mail based on your needs. You even get discounts you cannot get at the post office. When's the last time you went to the post office and they gave you a discount? Never. They're stingy like that. Miserly at the post office. Stamps.com brings all the services of the USPO right to your fingertips. USPS is what they prefer probably. But anyway, we use Stamps.com here. We've been using it for years, ever since Earwolf's been in business. And right now, you too, the band, can enjoy the Stamps.com service with a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale without long-term commitments. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, because I'm talking into one right now. That's probably why it's a microphone. You type in Bang Bang. That's Stamps.com. Enter Bang Bang. Stamps.com. You are never going to be waving at that window of the post office again.
Bob, I didn't know you were actually going to start taking a bath.
Yeah.
We're back, by the way. Comedy Bang Bang. Bob, you decided During the break, you drew a bath.
You wheeled in a clawfoot bathtub on wheels.
Yeah. Well, I was using one of those cowboy time horse trough baths, but now I've upgraded to a clawfoot tub.
Were you ever taking a horse bath as it's commonly?
A horse
yes.
bath?
For a while, I'd had a deal where I could only be bathed at the petting zoo.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant by that.
Yeah.
And we're back with Bob Duca, my ex-father-in-law.
Does this
not
help you?
Father-in-law, stepfather.
Scott, when you see Bob after all these years, does it help you with your kind of daddy issues, your kind of...
I mean, quite honestly, there were so many holidays that you missed, Bob, where I wondered if you were dead, Are
you perhaps upset that you might not have gotten a number of probably birthday and or Christmas presents?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if Bob, some of the presents you used to give, you remember.
Toilet paper pinata.
Right,
When you knock it open, toilet paper comes out.
Just toilet paper.
Yeah, not made of toilet paper.
No.
It's purely rolls of toilet paper.
Paper mache pinata.
And it's all the toilet paper that they use in movie theaters where it's the thinnest.
I think that's where you got it. Was a movie
institutional toilet paper.
Am I wrong?
That's the only thing that'll work on me at this point.
And am I wrong that the paper mache was just sort of dried animal feces?
Why doesn't thicker, more cushiony toilet paper work with you, Bob? What's going on down there?
Well, I don't know if you know about the different grades of sandpaper, but I have a 7 butthole.
Your butthole is a licensed knife sharpener,
which means I could do I could whittle down seagoing lacquer.
I heard your butthole can strip enamel off of things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm currently been in a letter campaign with the Property Brothers.
Really?
To be used
because they're also musicians. I'm hoping I can get a little of that sweet blues guitar.
Yeah. They're also magicians. I don't know if you knew that.
That's right.
That does not surprise me looking at the way their faces look.
What is it about the way their faces
They look like magicians.
Yeah.
You know
They
what
do.
I mean?
They
I
look
mean,
like ventriloquist dummies that were struck by lightning.
Honestly, though, the way your beard is very meticulously manicured, you
Yes.
sort of look like magician.
Oh,
Nick.
thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
I'm currently working on something.
Oh.
It's like you know how they're doing the Menendez brothers. Dick
Yeah.
Wolf is doing that.
Yeah,
Dick
the
Wolf.
Property Brothers of their day.
I'm just doing the Property Brothers of the crime I'm assuming they will commit.
So Edie Falco is also in this with the curly wig?
yes, Edie Falco.
Dick Wolf's doing a bunch of anticipatory true crime stories of
exactly.
popular characters that we think are going to commit crimes.
Is it all twin-based?
It's
or-
it's all based on twins. So it's weirdly when Danny DeVito murders Arnold Schwarzenegger 5 years from now. There's
Right.
that show.
Mm-hmm.
And
A lot of
during the
conspiracy
filming of
theories
Junior
hold
too.
that Dick Wolf committed some of our greatest crimes just so he could write specials about them.
I didn't know that. So it's almost...
Joan Beignet Ramsey.
in New Orleans, he did it. Was that why you were heading down there?
Well, you know I'm obsessed with child crimes.
both committed to and by.
Yeah. I'm one of those totally non-creepy people who just gets focused on a murder that has nothing to do with them.
Right,
And I
yes.
devote my time to that.
Can I ask you a question? How do you feel about the Little Rascals?
They're child labor laws.
Right.
You know, they were committing
I thought
infractions
that was
against those.
Was that a fictional show?
It wasn't. Yeah, it was. Did you not know
I thought that was
you thought
about
that they
a
were
bunch of little documentary about a bunch of
little thieves?
Little Rascals?
yeah,
Truancy?
Yeah.
Is their main crime?
yeah.
Remember when the truant officer was
those were the days.
when you would be afraid of them?
Right.
Were you afraid of truant officers?
you?
I honestly,
Really?
I was walking around one day. I had just gone to college and I was walking home and a cop started following me and I assumed he thought I was in high school and I was like readying a story and
Did you have like a slingshot in your back pocket
I
and
did
a red
and a
baseball?
whirly hat. Well, Bob, I have missed you. I have to admit.
Can I ask just a follow up question, Bob? You know, when Scott wasn't allowed to watch Live Aid, were you in the picture at that point?
No, I mean, you. I believe I was 36 or something by the time you married my mother,
Right.
and it was only for 6 months or so.
Would you have let him watch Live Aid? Or would you-
Absolutely not.
Really?
Oh, really?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Why?
Because the only ailments that I want focused on are the ailments within the family, and unfortunately, at that time and forever, that had to be me.
Right. So you want to be the focus of this charity.
Has there ever been like any effort to kind of raise money to
all of your
cure
various
any of
afflictions?
the myriad illnesses that
I did do a
befall you?
door-to-door Kickstarter that was unsuccessful.
Okay, and that was
And
just
when you said
kicking
Kickstarter,
down
you're
doors.
Kicking down doors. Yeah. And mosquitoes were out at the time, so I wore a pair of nylons over my face.
Okay. Oh boy, that actually
And
matches.
I would just enter and I'd say, "May I please have some money?
Yeah, that's not.
I need your help."
And were you able to collect any money at that point?
None.
None.
Really?
Man, you know what? That says so much about the culture
Yeah,
we're
it really
living
does.
in. You know.
A very selfish time.
Yeah.
You know,
It
when
really
people clearly see someone in need.
And you know what I think it's from?
What is it?
It's from this modern age, this computer age, and our addiction to social media keeps us from interacting with one
Yeah.
another.
Now, Bob,
Have
are
you been on social media sites, by the way?
You know, I'm so glad you asked that. You know, social media, it's a revolutionary form of communication. It brings so many of us so close
Oh,
together.
you don't need to tell us this.
But I feel I must. It's transformed humanity, but it seems that the internet is an endless stream of reminders of how I've fallen short in my life.
Oh no, that's too well.
The following
Oh,
are just some of the social media-related ailments that I suffer from, and perhaps some of your audience suffers from these too.
oh, okay. Well, let's hear some of these.
Do you mind if I read them with reverence?
Be my guest, please. I mean, you literally are my guest, so please do it.
Twitter them, swipe wrist, Yelp finger, Flickeroids, scroll aids, Instagramnesia, lack of faves induced melancholy, YouTuberculosis, Snapchat chafe, Pinterest worms, LinkedIn intestinal dyspepsia, retreatabetes, blocked out syndrome, unfriendometriosis, cybrobulimia, Tay-Sachs disease, phomophilia, emoji coli, avatardation, early onset unfollowedism, no Munchausen syndrome, periscopodosis, and subreddit hematoma.
Oh, no.
I don't know about you, but I can't go online anymore because it's people constantly saying, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. And there I am in the fetal position. Honey all over my face.
Wait a minute.
No.
Random pieces of tent.
Tent or taint?
Tent.
Tent. Oh, I see.
Covering you? Is this for your hibernation?
This is just when I wake up.
Oh, yeah. You don't know where the tent has been all night.
Right.
And what you've gotten into.
I think what happened is some of my Urson dementia manifests where I act like a bear.
Is it like a werewolf?
Yeah.
Is it like a
Were you
night?
A werebear?
Did you get into the garbage?
Yeah, is it possible you were bitten by a bear at some point? And
Yeah, like some sort of. We've heard of
I
werewolves.
wasn't
like a
bitten.
radioactive bear? Or?
I don't think so. No, I was bitten by a glowing large dog that had huge claws and fangs.
That might have.
Yeah, that could have been it.
No.
I doubt
That's what
When
it
I was in the swamplands of New Orleans.
Really passionate about it.
The rains was coming down. The sun was rising up. Bob Duke didn't know where he'd been all night. When he looked down, the nails on his feet. No, the nails on his feet had turned into claws. And I'm not talking about Christmas time claws.
You're not?
Oh, is Santa Claus? You're not talking about
I'm
him?
not talking about Santa Claus.
Thank you for
What about the
clarifying.
donut claw, like a bear claw?
It turned out that I had broken into a bakery and shoved giant pastries onto my feet.
Did you meet Joe Beignet Ramsey at that point?
The brother, yes. And I had a suspicion about that kid from the get-go.
Who do you think's behind it?
Behind Joan Beignet's tragic demise?
Yeah.
I think it's her brother.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because she just seemed too delicious?
She was too delicious to live. He did it, and you know what he did it with?
What's that?
What?
Biscotti.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Biscotti, just quickly, to me, should be banned.
Yeah.
I think biscotti is the worst.
It's never as good as.
No,
it's like you look at something with
When is
chocolate on it.
Trump going to ban something that we all want
Yeah.
banned, like biscotti?
That's right.
Yeah, biscotti's one of those things that was like, for 100 years it was garbage, and then one day people said, no, it's a gourmet.
Yeah, and that's I truly believe that. Now, have you ever mixed a biscotti with a hot toddy? It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was almost very Goldblum-esque.
Yeah.
Toddy biscotti.
Biscotti.
Well, Bob, I'm sorry that you're going. I mean, you haven't even had really a working computer for a long time. I remember you.
Right.
A lot of people get Dells. You had what was it?
I had a
you
gas-powered library computer
Right.
for the longest time.
Right.
Yeah.
You walked into the store and said, "May I have a library computer?" Didn't you?
Oh, you bought it. You weren't at the library using this computer.
No. I was in the store. I was in one of those fancy stores that has the invisible staircase.
Yeah, the Apple store.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what it's called.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think it's the Apple store though.
How did you know you were going? You just found yourself going up at one point.
Well, this is after I had met my friend Beelzebub. Just outside of Lottie Parish
Okay. Sure.
in Kings County. And
Did you watch True Detective?
only the second season, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Oh, you probably like the first season then.
I think you'll love it even more. It's actually set in that area.
Oh.
And it was universally preferred.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. What are your favorite television programs or just forms of entertainment? I mean, you've never been a person who keeps up with popular culture.
No, not so much. Not so much.
Would you watch a show like Big Mouth?
Big Mouth is Nick Kroll's show that's currently on Netflix, all episodes streaming, animated show.
Have you ever watched Netflix, Bob? Like, are you aware of how to use it? Or
do you know streaming? Do you know what streaming is?
Sure, I suffer from streaming.
Sure.
Yeah.
In almost all appendages.
Intermittent streaming disease.
Intermittent streaming disease.
And
I also have a multi-platform disease and a pneumidiosis.
And a bad case of buffering.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to monetize these diseases, but it's very difficult. Right now, I mostly do it for free for the fun of it.
Do you ever have any CISO-related disease?
Sadly, I had CISO, but it died.
Yep.
So Big Mouth is a show about. In fact, Seth Morris does a voice. He plays
comedian Seth Morris.
Comedian Seth Morris plays the.
Was he paid?
He was paid. Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Very well. To be the father of Jesse Klein in the show with Jessica Chaffin. They play. His,
okay. That
Jesse's
sounds
parents.
good.
So this is a show about children?
This is a show about children.
And they are.
You were a child once.
I think I was, yes.
Yeah, I mean, you seem like the type of person who never had a youth.
I didn't have much of a youth. As you know, my father was a door-to-door butter salesman and had he was away at work all the time. My mother was a very large woman. She was a shut-in. We had to get an elephant crane to take her down to the car wash to wash her.
Right.
These are all things that old listeners would know.
Sure, yeah, but it's great to remind people. I mean, I barely remember.
Wait, So
I had a tough childhood.
Were you forced to work as a child?
Yes.
Really, you had a lot of odd jobs or even normal jobs?
I was a Band-Aid tester.
Oh.
Where did you grow up? Like, what part of the country?
I grew up in the South Midwest.
Great.
So
like Oklahoma?
Well, we moved all over because my dad was, butter became.
Well, yeah, butter. I mean,
Butter was king in those days.
You don't have a regular route when you're a butter salesman.
Wherever there was an active butter mine, that's where my father would go.
So
yeah,
we were always running from
the
big
American
oleo.
The American South Midwest is the butter belt. Everybody knows that.
Yep.
yeah,
And just see those butter cranes out there.
Did things go south when margarine came out, or?
yeah.
Well, oleo, some of the oleo thugs would come and try to bust up our camps.
Oh, sure.
How do you feel about I can't believe it's not butter?
Yeah.
I think those people are murderers. I think they're brutal, and they will stop at nothing until everybody's toast tastes like a white washcloth.
Mm-hmm. Your father is obviously not with us any longer.
He's no longer with us.
Where is he?
He lives inside Mount Shasta.
Really?
Here in California.
My father became a Sasquatch. I don't know if you follow conspiracy theories, but many people believe that inside Mount Shasta in Northern California is a portal for both aliens and Sasquatch.
Why would they share a portal? Why wouldn't they each have their own portal?
Well, there's
Are
only
they going
so
to the
many
same
portals.
place?
Wait, is that saying
Earth.
that Sasquatch are aliens? Or it's
There
just
is that speculation.
Squalians?
The Squalians, yeah.
Sasqualians?
Which is the new Black Eyed Peas album.
Sasqualians?
Now, and there's no connection between you thinking you're a bear and your father being a Sasquatch.
I don't think there's any connection.
Okay.
You don't think this might potentially be a Teen Wolf kind of situation where you are inheriting genetically a bear-based...
you said it was a glowing, huge dog.
Yeah,
that glowing.
That could have
huge
been a
dog.
bear. But in New Orleans,
Might have been a squalian.
Yeah, it could have been a squalian.
Could've.
Because I could be wrong, bears don't normally glow.
I don't think so.
Unless
as far as
they're
I
a
know.
radioactive bear.
Right.
Yeah. Or
That would live inside of a mountain that could maybe have aliens or...
They could be one of the gorgeous ladies of wrestling too.
Oh, interesting.
It's true. Another Netflix property.
Oh, Allison Brie paid handsomely for your show.
Yeah. Yeah, she's on BoJack, another animated show on Netflix, but is also paid by Big Mouth.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I would check out that show to answer your question.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
If I think overheard that it has something to do with puberty.
Yeah,
which is something I'm very interested in.
Have you gone through puberty?
I have not.
Oh, wow. It's you
We
and,
share that.
you and Scott
we have that in common.
You
Wow.
are pre-puberty,
Yeah.
but presently experiencing menopause.
Yes, I had this mustache from the time I was 6 on. Apparently, what happened is all of my pubic follicles were sent into, when I had a hard sneeze with my nostrils closed, all of my pubic follicles were sent under my lip.
They just
wow.
redistricted them.
Yeah, redistricted,
in a way.
Yeah.
And that's
They
not
were
It's called
they were-
pubamandering.
Jerry pubering.
Jerry pubering. It goes by
It
different
goes
names.
either one. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people. I mean,
In
Bob,
New Orleans, it's
oh
called.
dear. Bob has told me that in the Duca family, genetically, puberty skips a generation. Every other.
Is that what happened to you?
No, I'm not. We don't share any sort of genetic makeup or.
But you're told you will go through puberty. You just haven't
I'm told
started
that.
yet.
Yeah, I'm told I'm going to get there. Yeah, it's right around the bend. They keep saying.
Jason, have you gone
Be
through puberty?
careful.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Do you still go to a pediatrician, Scott?
Of course, yeah. I get a lolly at the end of the session. That's cool.
Well, he's currently sitting on like a long table with a piece of paper pulled out.
That's the only way I can be comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
if there's
that I've done
if there's-
every episode.
Craft paper and crayons in front of him.
which drives the engineer nuts.
Yeah, we cut it out of every episode.
The crinkling of
Engineer
the
nuts.
paper.
That's another food that I eat.
Really? Oh, that's dangerous.
Engineered nuts?
Engineer nuts.
What are those? I
It's
don't
an
even know.
endangered species.
It's the testicles of people that do sound for podcasts.
Oh, wow.
Is that what happened to the guy that did sound for the podcast that you used to do here, Mitchell?
Mitchell, yes.
Oh,
You got engineer
That's
nuts?
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Engine nuts?
Well, Bob, what are you? I mean, what are you
What's
going to do
coming up
now?
for
Are
you?
you going back into high? What?
What are you working on?
What are you going back in the-
What's coming up?
Currently, I'm working on an ingrown toenail.
Oh, wow.
That's
Trying to find a pair of non-rusty pliers. I'm going to try to yank that thing out.
Right. How far down is it now?
Oh,
I mean,
it's
how-
deep down. It's up to like the ankle.
Is it hard to find a non-rusty plier?
For me, it is, yeah.
How many rusty pliers are you finding?
Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to one of my bandmates, Rusty Pliers.
Oh, so
Wait, you're in a band.
your blues band?
In your blues band, huh?
Uh-huh. It's a found instrument blues band. Like, so he plays the wash tub bass.
Sure.
Oh,
of course.
I
I
love
play
these.
mouth guitar.
Mouth guitar. What does that sound like?
is this all Beelzebub gave you? Is the ability to do this?
Uh-huh. He said I was going to be a big star one day.
Well, you are on a podcast.
That's right. And what is a podcast?
Yeah, it's my profession. It's what I do. I mean, I know that you've never respected my work or even
really?
Well, I only do that because that's what fathers are supposed to do for sons, to make them ambitious.
Oh, wow.
Right, yeah, and I guess I am slightly ambitious.
You're very
in that way,
ambitious
but-
and you're very successive, perhaps because
because
of Bob's.
of the 6 months that you were
yeah.
married to my mother at age 36.
That's
What
right.
was that wedding like?
It was okay.
I'm also curious, if you will, what the proposal was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's always such a romantic
Should we
story.
go backwards like Memento, or should we start at the proposal? Which
Let's just
one?
start with that. I had a gun in my mouth, and I said, "You don't want this to be your fault."
Oh, that's so romantic.
Wow.
Wow,
really
and that was the
She said
wedding.
yes.
And
that
then-
was the wedding.
And then
It was
when you-
it was a shotgun
When,
wedding.
Right.
when you took the gun out, the ring was at the end.
Exactly. Covered in uvula sauce.
Your uvula, I did notice, has like a dark viscous fluid hanging off of it.
Yeah.
It's almost like you've been drinking chocolate milk,
Yeah.
but it's just been like
Sometimes I
dripping
fall
out of your mouth.
Yeah, I fall asleep. I fall asleep with my mouth open, and people think it's a bee's nest.
Right.
Yeah,
Because it looks like honey's coming out of your mouth?
and there's bees all over.
There's a bunch of bees in there.
Yeah, meat bees,
Meat
Yeah.
bees.
Bees.
hornets. A lot of people call hornets meat
Meat
bees.
bees.
Meat
yeah.
bees, yeah.
You have to wear a beekeeper outfit when you go to bed. don't
Uh-huh.
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to keep
the
bees from
bees
setting
in.
up shop or
Yeah.
to keep them in.
To keep them in so they don't.
Well, I'll
get
tell
other
you, I got a little side gig on some of that throat honey.
people. That's something else.
Just selling that throat
You can
honey?
find me selling roadside throat honey.
Where at? Do you wanna-
Which road?
Do you want to give
Is it true
the...
you go to school?
Do you guys know where the spearmint rhino is by the 60?
Yeah.
Right there.
Right
Right
there.
there.
Yeah.
You're out on the sidewalk
Just giving out
offering,
throat honey.
offering
There's a
men-
car crushing center at some sort of auto reprocessing thing.
and you'll go there and offer men throat honey.
Exactly.
Bob, I gotta say, like, It's been years since I've seen you, but you seem much worse for wear.
Yeah.
You seem truly to be.
Oh, I'm hanging on
nearing
by
the
a thread.
end.
Yeah. I mean, you look like a melted candle, but, where there's just a nub of a candle left and everything else is just
Right,
You
where you
look
go,
like-
what was that supposed to be?
You look like a recently turned zombie.
Right.
Still
very fresh.
Fresh, but like not good.
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah, I'm on a medical anomaly tour coming up next summer.
Really?
This is not a freak show.
Yeah, it's not like a
That's
P.T.
not
Barnum.
a freak show. No. We just set up outside of outside the county lines. It's me and a boy that lives in a fish tank, a woman who's made of scabs, and a sword swallower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you
Why
say
does
sword
the boy-
swallower, do you mean like this throat honey?
Does the boy?
Do you offer in addition to throat honey, the sword swallower?
We do work as a team quite
Does
often.
the boy lives in an aquarium?
Does he have
Is
his
he
fish
breathing
like-
water? Is
Yeah.
he have gills? Like, is it full of water?
It's full of water.
How does he breathe?
I don't know. He just kind of floats there.
Oh boy! At
the top?
Oh, no.
At
How
the
old
top
is
or at
this?
the bottom?
How old is this boy?
Is the
I
boy
don't know.
aging at all?
No.
How does it
must be-
smell? How does that tank smell?
It smells. How does that smell? It smells like bad soup.
You're not eating it, are you, Bob?
Bad soup. That's one of my side projects, by the way. Band,
Oh,
a
Bad
band.
Soup.
Another band?
Yeah, we're
Bob,
a food-based
I
band
wanna caution
company
you.
cover band.
Against eating any of that boy bad soup.
All right now.
All right.
All right.
now.
We're up. Yeah, Bad
Yeah,
Soup
yeah, yeah.
is
A bad
that's
company.
all food-based parody band.
Right, got it. Yeah.
This all makes perfect sense.
You've been in a lot of bands, haven't you?
Well, just since I went down
Now,
to
yeah.
is the woman covered in scabs?
yeah.
Is she a musician as well, or no?
She's not, but we do use her for the rhythm section sometimes. We'll take like what we'll
It's almost like a skeleton using his own bones to play the xylophone.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Just
yes,
like
yes.
a turtle on the half
You
shell.
get it.
No need to shout, Bob.
I'm so proud of you, son. You've always been sharp as a whip.
Well, are you going back
I'm
in?
not sure that's that phrase.
Sharp as a whip. Flexible as a
Tack
tack.
smart.
Tack. Well, you know, man. Tack smart, house poor.
Bob, are you going back into hibernation? Am I going to see
It's really
you?
not up to me. It's really not
Well,
up to
who,
me.
who is it up to?
Well, my genes.
Just
my,
your body?
yeah.
So this may be the last time we ever hear from you
It's-
again.
Does the Ursine dementia make you forget that you have been hibernating? Like, is the dementia part of it make you forget that you've been a bear, or forget that
I
you've
mean,
been
he
hibernating?
came in here saying he did. So if he forgot, that maybe it makes him hallucinate.
No, I don't forget. I just write in magic or in Sharpie.
Yeah.
Reminders on my body.
Got it.
Right.
Like
of
memento.
what happened. I don't know what that is.
Okay, cool.
Right,
You
you almost
have
said
a-
magic marker.
Yeah,
but you gave it the actual product
Are
name.
you sponsored by Sharpie, Bob?
Tell us the truth.
I'm sponsored by Sharpie Dementia Products.
Oh, okay.
If you need to write things down to remember who you or what you are,
Yeah.
there's no better product.
Now there seems,
truly,
there
than
seems to
Sharpie.
be a really scabby tattoo across your forehead that says "Never forget."
It's very fresh.
That's right.
And is that related
You
to
know the
9/11?
ironic thing? There, I can't remember why it's there.
Yeah, interesting.
Well, something happened 16 years ago. Maybe it was about that.
Wow.
Was it? Didn't a Jay-Z album drop or something like that?
Yep. What a day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Who could forget
Gary
that?
Blueprint.
Condit. Was it a Gary Condit related?
Oh, Gary Condit.
The only man happy about 9/11?
Yeah.
That's right. That was a
Did they
Carrot
ever
Top
figure
joke.
out what
if I'm
happened
not
to Sean
mistaken.
Levy?
Is it really?
I think so.
That's one that I've been waiting to jump on for
All rest now, baby. It's all rest
Well, yeah,
now.
you don't need to go into it. Look, but Bob, we're running out of time here.
Aren't we all?
But we do have one last feature on the show that you may want to partake in, even though you may not have anything.
Is it a place to live?
Oh, no, it's actually a little something called plugs.
Well, I guess this is doing bugs. Well, I guess this is doing bugs. Well, I guess this is doing bugs. Well, I guess this is doing bugs.
Ugh, horrible. That was Danny Hager with I Guess This Is Doing Plugs. Parody of a Blink-182 song, apparently.
Oh, is it?
I believe it is.
Oh, okay.
So you didn't like it just on a purely you perhaps you don't like the Blink-182 song.
I probably don't.
Okay, so
I
that's
probably
you
don't.
just disliked it.
I did not know it was
not
a
on a
parody.
comedic level nor on.
It was fine. It was fine.
Well,
But
you were pointing your thumb down and saying boo boo. You were
No, it
mouthing
wasn't.
Steve Albini did all the production on it.
I'm into it. I thought it was great.
All right, what are we plugging, Nick? What do we got? We have, of course, Big Mouth.
Yeah, I really think I'm really just pushing Big Mouth.
Are you
right
proud
now.
of it?
I am, Scott. A moment of sincerity. I don't like the show.
It's all about the paycheck.
It's all about that sweet no residuals because it's on Netflix paycheck.
Give me the buyout, though.
They give you that buyout right up front. No, I am I'm very, very proud of the show. I think it's I'm very, very happy about it. And there's so many funny people involved on the show, and I think it looks great. And I really hope people watch a few and get into it. It's very dirty, and then it's also very sweet and tells some real stories. So I hope people watch it.
All right, and they're all streaming now, so people can partake at their leisure.
Yes, sir.
Jason, what do you like to plug?
I'd like to plug the How Did This Get Made podcast here
Sure.
on the Earwolf Network.
Have you ever done a documentary about how did this get made?
How did this get made?
The show How Did This Get Made? How Did It Get Made?
Yeah.
No, but
It would
there's a
basically
podcast.
be me like
There's a podcast on Feral called How Did This Get Made? How
Really?
Did this get made?
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
That didn't add up. Doesn't matter.
Is it true?
No. I will plug that podcast, and I will plug it's October?
Yep, October 2.
I don't know.
What do you got coming
I'm not
out?
sure what I'm supposed
The
to.
House out on
Oh, The
Blu-ray,
House is out
probably?
on VOD. It's out on iTunes now. The House, you can rent it.
Right.
If it's probably going to be on planes soon, which is when everybody will be like, "Hey, I saw that movie you were in."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So yeah, definitely check those out. But check out, Big Mouth, which is terrific. And I'll also plug. I also do a voice in Comrade Detective on Amazon, which is very funny.
I hear that's great.
It's
I haven't
really
seen it.
very funny.
Yeah,
Great.
it is very funny.
Awesome. I want to plug, hey, check out the Earwolf store. There's all sorts of new Comedy Bang Bang merch there. Some You Talking You Two to Me merch out there if we ever do that show again. I also want to plug Blade Runner 2049 this Friday. I mean, I'm not in it.
I'm excited for
I'll
it.
probably watch it.
I'm
Is
legit excited.
The dude who made
It's Denis Villeneuve.
Ooh, that
All
could be
the
pretty
Stranger
cool.
kids, the Stranger Things kids are in it.
Oh my god, I can't
yeah,
wait!
it's so good. Millie Jackson Brown, I believe her name. She's
Millie
in it.
Jackson Brown. Yeah.
Millie Whitney Houston is her name.
Okay, right. Bob, you want to plug anything?
Sure. Well, just the throat honey over there on the overpass.
What hours are you there?
I'll be there from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Are you associated at all with the Spearmint Rhino?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
But your throat honey tastes like spearmint.
And
It does.
Is Spearmint
rhino-
Rhino, is
and
Spearmint
rhino.
Rhino on the endangered food species?
Spearmint Rhino Horn?
Spearmint rhino horn buglers are one
Buglers?
Of, yeah.
Yep.
Are one of the things. And then I also want to plug two wonderful boys, John Daly and Gil Aseri, have a short film called Men, which I believe is on something called Super Deluxe.
Yes.
And that's it's a documentary about two wonderful people.
Yeah, that I do.
It's terrific.
Yeah.
It's terrific. And other than that, I invite people to find me, and we'll just do some
Wait,
body.
you
check.
invite them to find you just like hide and go seek
Unless
kind
you're a
of style?
bok.
Oh,
Unless you're a
okay.
bok. Find me, and you know, we're looking for a drummer for the band. Drummers are so hard to keep.
What about a mouth drummer? Because I can go.
Oh, I would love it. Would you like to come?
Wow.
Come hang out with us?
We
Isn't
would
that
spend
nice?
some time together.
Let's
Isn't
do
that
some.
nice?
You do your mouth drumming. I'll do mouth guitar.
Okay, here we go. Boom.
That's it for Comedy Bang Bang, everybody. Thanks for listening.
No.
Come back next week. That's the outro music.
You're really good at this. You
It's
should
very
host
good
this show.
outro
You should host
music.
the
You
show.
don't even know that we haven't even closed up the old plug bag yet. Let's
I would
close
have
up the old
gotten
plug
there.
bag. No, you were ending the show. You
We
were
could
ending.
have just done it.
God, you're bad at this. You're bad at this.
Jeez Louise, we were having a real moment. Grounded to a
Yeah,
halt.
yes, by you. By
For
you.
singing?
God damn it, Jay.
This song is my favorite song on the show, and now it's been ruined because Scott, you stepped on Jason trying to host the show.
This is my fault somehow?
Son, I have to agree that you really
No, Bob!
shat the bed here.
Even you? Yeah, have you ever shat the bed, by the way?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
And it was
turd
produced
sheets.
by Tim and Eric?
You have what, Bob?
Oh, right. I have turd sheets.
Turd sheets.
Special-
What does that mean?
Just a bunch of toilet paper on the bed.
Is that what you use the old pinatas for?
You have two-ply sheets.
Yeah. Actually, I want to plug that. The special turd bed. It comes in a box, and you would not believe it. You press it, and then it's actually just a whole bed that was shoved into a box. That shouldn't have gone in.
Is it the size of a maxi fridge? Like a bigger fridge?
Uh-huh. It's dense. It's a dense box. You think you're not going to hurt yourself lifting it.
If you don't want it within 100 days, can you send the turd bed back?
Yes, but you have to just you have to find a mattress mailbox.
Has anyone ever
that's
stolen anything from the turd bed?
Has anybody a turd
Like a
bu-
turd burglar?
Turd burger. Oh no!
Very good, Nick. Very good. This is the kind of thing we'll see on Big Mouth, streaming now. Well, I want to thank
There is a Go-Gurt burglar on
Nice.
Big Mouth.
Okay, good. I want to thank our guest, Nick.
Okay.
All right. I mean, you enough with the hard
Spent a
sell. I'll
year-
watch it.
Yeah. So desperate.
Spent a year making this thing.
Year and a half.
Year and a half, really?
It's animated, baby.
Wow. Like 9 to 5 every single day?
Yeah, and with
Just singing 9 to 5
we're
every
singing,
single
we sing
day.
it, and not Harvey Korman, the man who played that role, was very difficult to work with.
Dabney Coleman.
Do you mean Dabney Coleman?
Yes, I did.
Or Dabney Cole person? I want to thank you, Nick. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Always
Good
a
luck with
pleasure.
all of your show business adventures. You have several projects every year. Jules Kroll working hard.
Working hard to keep me working.
Pulling those
Run the
strings.
Jules Kroll.
Pulling those Jew strings to keep his...
Run the
Yep.
Jules Kroll is one of my favorite
Run
things.
the
that's
Jules
come-
Kroll is very fun.
Kind of great.
Yeah.
Jason, want to thank you, obviously.
Thank you, Scott. It is always a delight.
Always a delight. And Bob,
God bless you, little boy.
Oh, wow.
You're just a wonderful child, and the day you entered my life became worth living.
So sweet.
I miss you. We're not close anymore, I feel like.
We can
need,
fix that
Yeah, it's never too late.
for me to live with you.
I don't know.
I'll do
I have
it.
a very,
I'll do it. I'll do
I
it.
have very closed, cramped quarters at my
That's
place.
what I'm used to, believe me.
It's almost like you're a dog who gets put in a crate every night.
I'm like a dog. I like to sleep in packs.
Right. I don't know, Bob.
It makes me feel safer.
I'm worried you're going to hibernate
Just
and
say
then
yes
you're just
to
going to be
it.
in the same place for months at a
Scott.
time.
Take a risk.
All
Listen,
right.
if I do a grizzly hibernation at your house, all you got to do is slap an IV in me and turn me over every couple of weeks so I don't get bed sores.
That's all I have to do.
Easy peasy.
Japanesey. Look.
Well, that's a little racist.
Okay, look, we're at
Wow,
time.
you've been racist twice this week.
Hey, well, we'll see you next time. Bob, come on by the house, sure.
Oh, what a happy ending.
Yeah, happy endings on this show. That's what we try to do. So we'll see you next week then on the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening. Remember, you guys know we're always creating awesome new merch with Podswag. Starting in January, you will be able to receive a different exclusive Comedy Bang Bang t-shirt every month for a whole year. Each shirt will be designed by a different artist, and they won't be available anywhere else. So subscribe now at podswag.com/bangbang. That is podswag.com/bangbang. This is very exciting. Get your monthly CBB t-shirt. These things are incredible.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.